It's a very much quieter ride. They have more attention to the passengers on the bus and the students because they can hear them a lot better. It's also, there's no diesel smoke coming out the tailpipe, so it's the emissions that provide really good air quality for the kids.
Okay. Can we take a look?
Sure.
Yeah.
Any of the buses here? And
looks like bus 15's ready for you.
Where's 15?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're going over to bus 15 here, and it's one of the new electric buses. And we have the driver in here. We'll kind of squeeze in here a little bit here. What is your name?
My name's Jenny.
Okay, I met you before. We'll climb up here. Okay, so. And the superintendent here is sitting down, and I'll just sit right here. Okay, so how many, this is the longer bus, right? And, I'm sorry. How many people does this, kids does this hold? 72. And the shorter ones?
Like the shorter ones over there, they're 24.
Like the little ones, yeah.
The little ones are 24. Some of them are 22. They go all the way down to 10.
And what was it like starting to drive this versus the regular buses that you?
It's different. It has a rollback that the diesel buses don't have. So you have to learn how to use both feet to keep from rolling back. You can actually hear the kids when you're driving these buses versus the diesel engines. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But no, a bus is a bus. You drive one, you drive them all.
Yeah. So yeah, this is really exciting. This is, a brand new bus that smells like of a new vehicle, like you have a new car. This is really a long bus. Look at all the seats here. So.
And it's on, you can't even tell that it's on versus the air conditioning.
Say that again?
I said it's actually running, but you didn't know that. You can't hear it, but it's running.
What the only sound I'm hearing is like got the air conditioner, right?
The air conditioning on, which is a bonus for here in Lakeside.
And if you were to shut that off, you wouldn't hear anything?
Shut the air off? Maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult. No, you wouldn't hear anything. I could turn it up, won't turn it off. Still working out the quirks.
Well, that's okay.
Some of the airs,
you can barely hear the low hum.
Yeah, yeah.
The scary part is though when you're at a stop sign or when you're pulling up to a school, nobody else can hear you. Right. They don't know, so the kids wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when you're going up Wildcat or the State Route 67, you just have to have a little more gas, or not gas, a little bit more pedal.
Not necessarily, not more than a diesel.
So it's got the torque. Oh, it goes up better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, than the diesel.
Mm-hmm. And it's got the regenerative braking, so it's like almost like an engine retarder, but it regenerates the braking power or the battery percentage coming downhill, so we could put it in on 3 and we'll never even have to touch our service brake.
Is this the Orange County company that makes these? Where did these come from?
No, these come out of Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Because I was at a for school board meeting a couple years ago. It was at the downtown on the wharf there, and I actually met the manufacturer of. I thought it might have been the same manufacturer, but he kind of walked me through. I looked at the battery underneath and all that kind of stuff. He had the short one and the longer one like this, so I didn't know it was the same company. But it's based someplace in California, I believe. Okay. Southern California. Okay. I could be wrong. So, yeah, this is really fun.
So we were only 2 school districts in San Diego County to receive the EPA federal grant. And it was us and I believe it was Warner Springs. They received 2 buses. We were able to get 14 and for a total of $4,995,000. And that included the chargers and the buses. The only thing that, but then there was an additional grant to connect from SDG&E from that out on the street to our chargers. So basically this has been no cost to the district. to receive these buses. The caveat to it was the grant required you to have older fuel-powered buses that you had to in turn replace for a brand new bus, an electric bus, and then you had to show that we split the chassis in half and bored out the engine so that they could never be used again.
Yeah.
So it was based on the age of the bus and then the miles of the bus. And fortunately for us, we had a lot of really old buses that we could turn into.
And how long did, Lisa, how long did it take from the application for the grant to actually get the buses here, the first batch, I guess?
It was about 2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
2.5 years from start to when we first started receiving the buses. And then, like we mentioned before, there's been issues with the connection with SDG&E, working with them and their time frame, and getting our chargers connected. So, like I said, that just happened this summer. And we'd already had received buses back in the fall of last year, and we still haven't received the last half of the batch of the buses. We're probably not going to see those until the end of this school year. So,
Do you think there'll ever be any thoughts about providing bus service to any child that needs a bus service in the future?
we're looking at, I mean, we could provide busing to all students in our district, but it's just based off of driver availability, hiring new drivers,
Right.
and our buses. And but we would develop routes. So we're talking about going into 26, 27, adding a new general ed bus route within the district to start, reinstituting the busing that we used to have back in the day,
Right.
to be able to pick up more and more children.
Do you think parents would be really excited about that?
I think
overall?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I look forward to see that develop if that's
Yeah, it's in the
gonna-
plan. It's in the works.
That's wonderful. New buses and lots of kids and less people driving on the road, parents, and parking issues. All right. Anything? What else can you tell us?
Well, we talked about the efficiency and operational costs involved, and how the drivers kind of feel about everything. They've been really enjoying them. They really like being able to communicate with the kids better and listen to what's going on. And community members have actually mentioned to me that they're super happy about not having diesel and the pollutants in the air. Maintenance costs would be significantly less without a combustible engine. So we'll be able to, it'll be about 13% lower than a one with an actual diesel engine. It's about $250 a year for an electric and about $1,900 a year for just general maintenance on a diesel. And that's an average. It also allows us to get the drivers trained a little bit more on things, and it was kind of a blessing to be able to incorporate some more safety training and such. So I think overall it's great.
Since you've had them for a while, almost a year, any particular issue or bug that's going to be worked out, or just something that's, it's something brand new, right? And getting used to it.
Yes.
Any maintenance issues has come up with it?
Not yet. We haven't had any major issues with anything. We have had a few snafus with delivery of the buses and things being a little bit wrong with them, like paint flaws. But Model 1 has taken care of all of that and seems to be in a good place. Yeah.
A few air conditioners not working, but they come right out when we call, and they come and fix them. So
Okay.
we're used to having no air, so it didn't really matter. But kids
So
like
they
the
have
air.
specialists that come out for these buses? Is
Correct.
that what you're saying?
They're under a 10-year warranty, so we call the dealership and they
So
send
there's somebody
out.
in San Diego that comes out,
No, they're up in
I guess.
LA area?
they're in the LA area.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it may not be the same day.
Yeah.
But you've got other buses, right? Plenty of other
We
buses.
do. We have a
Yeah,
lot of
so that's not an issue. Oh, okay.
And
So,
then part of our plan of the district is not to go 100% electric though, because we were just talking about the possibility of any kind of grid, if a grid goes down or we're not
Right.
able to charge the buses or anything, is to keep still some diesel powered buses so that we kind of have a fail safe
Yeah.
that if something happens with the electricity or the grid or whatever, we're still able to,
Oh, you gotta back
serve our
up.
kids.
Yeah.
With the diesel power.
Well, that
So
makes-
there's still a need for that.
that makes sense,
but
right?
but kind of balance it, the day-to-day driving and stuff around the routes, use the electric buses, but always keep some of the diesels just in case, because there's always something that can happen.
Yeah.
And we have to, because when the drivers have to renew their certificate, they will not test them in an electric bus. It has to be a diesel powered bus. So
Oh, really?
as of now, I think it's till every school district in the
That's
state of
interesting.
California goes all electric.
That's really
The Highway
interesting.
Patrol won't retest them in an electric bus.
And overall, the drivers are really happy about this. The
The
buses?
drivers that have driven them, not our entire department has been in these yet, but I have a core 5-6 that have been doing it all summer, so
Okay.
they love it.
That's great. Well, this is exciting. And Superintendent Gherkins, what would you like to say about this exciting time with these buses to our Lakeside Union School District and all the parents and kids and everybody who uses these buses or sees them on the street? I see them all the time in Lakeside.
Well, and to that point, I mean, a lot of our drivers are community members, and the community knows them and waves to them. And our drivers, we have fantastic drivers in Lakeside that do a really great job. So our first concern is the safe transportation of our students, quite honestly, above any financial concerns. But getting an opportunity to hear that these buses are safe, that they're, the drivers are able to maneuver them and all the functionality. So once we take care of that, yeah, saving money for our taxpayers is a fantastic thing, and we're really proud to be able to be doing that and reallocate those funds towards other educational expenses.
Well, I think that's really great. I want to thank each of you for your time today, all four of you here, and this is really exciting. And I've actually been in one of these buses. You were
Sat in the
at
driver's
Lakeside
seat. I
Farm or
remember that,
something like
yes.
that, so shuttling people over for an event. And the driver let me sit in the
Yes.
seat, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know which.
She called me, is that okay? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked me, is that okay? I said, well, I'm not driving it away. So I want to thank you so much for your time and all the statistics that you gave me, the background, that really makes a difference. Thank you again.